Hello everyone and welcome to another Bitcoin crypto analysis video. Today we'll talk about the market, what has been going on a little bit, and I'll give you some reasons why you might not want to sell your cryptocurrencies in the current market state. So as of today, Bitcoin's price is around $6,000, and let's just open the graph here. So Bitcoin's price decrease is still going on. See the past few months how it has been. A few days ago it reached around $5,800, $5,900, a little bit below $6,000, and then it went back up. So a lot of people are wondering if it will go back to that level and maybe keep going down, or if it will go back up and explode again. But if you are holding Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency that you bought when it was very high, or when the price was higher than it is right now, it can be any price, but let's say you bought Bitcoin even at $14,000, you lost more than half of your money by now. Not lost, but if you were to sell now, you would have half of what you invested in. And you might be wondering if you should maybe sell and just cut your losses and that's it, or maybe sell, try to get the price a little bit below, and by this exchange you earn a little bit more Bitcoins. Today I'll try to give a few arguments as to why you should not sell your cryptocurrency. Again, just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This video only reflects my personal opinion. You should always do your own due diligence, and investing in cryptocurrency can be risky because of the market volatility. So this is a quick article I wrote a couple days ago where you can see, I'm just saying, if you want to sell your crypto after the market just dropped a lot, or how it has been since the beginning of the year, pretty much. I'm just saying, or here are a few reasons why you shouldn't sell your cryptocurrency right now. First of all, the first reason I believe is very important, and this goes across any investment, is this is how efficient markets work. So the first point here, I have the graph for Amazon, the Amazon stock. As you can see, in 1999, around right before the dot-com bubble, the price of Amazon stock was almost at $100. After the bubble burst, it went down to, I think, below $10, if I'm not mistaken. So over a 90% drop. Now, would you be crazy enough to invest in a company that dropped 90%? Some people would, some people would not. In this case, if you did invest in it, you had huge returns. As of now, you would have, if you were to buy at the lowest price or around the lowest price, let's say $8, and sell it today, that would be a 800% increase in price. So if you invested $1,000 in 2001, in the middle of 2001, I think, you would have $800,000 today. So a lot of people say that cryptocurrency is crazy. It's a crazy market because you get crazy returns. It's very volatile. But if you look at the early stages of Amazon and any other company that was involved with the internet back in these days, it was a little bit of a bubble. The bubble happened for other reasons, that companies were trying to use the .com in their name to get their stocks to rise, even though they didn't have anything to do with the internet business. But again, it was a bubble, it burst, and the solid companies remained. And look at what happened. So maybe let's say if I didn't tell you this was Amazon stock chart, you would maybe think this is even Bitcoin's stock chart. Look at how crazy this increase is from the past few years, from past 10 years. Look at that. It was even below 100 in 2009-ish. And in less than 10 years, multiplied by almost 20 in the stock market. And a lot of people say that stock market cannot have these crazy gains, but look at this, these companies in a new market. So it's a internet market. Obviously, we're talking about Amazon is, I believe, as of right now, the second largest company in the world, right behind Apple. But again, with the cryptocurrencies, it's the same thing. So if you have Bitcoin and you think maybe the bubble just burst, or the bubble is going to burst, the price might hit $10 for Bitcoin. You never know. But if you think that Bitcoin will be the one that will stay in forever, then look, these are the potential gains Bitcoin can have. But back to the point, this is how efficient markets work. Once you have a huge increase in price here, you can see that even right before the dot-com bubble that burst early 2001, late 2000s, it had a correction. So it went up to 100 and it went down to 60, if I'm not mistaken. Then back up to 100, bubble burst, stayed for a few years down here, then started increasing slowly, steady, and then increased down. But you see how the prices go up and then they come down again. So let me show you Bitcoin's chart. As you can see, obviously this was not organic. Look, this is just not natural. You cannot have this type of graph and then keep growing. Just look how ridiculous this looks. And this is within, let's say, from June 2016 to a year and a half. That the graph for Amazon was for 20 years. This is for a year and a half and had the same increase, just graphically. I'm not saying numbers or percentage wise, but graphically, look at this huge pop. So this correction was long overdue. So the price being at 6,000 right now, it's not a surprise. It could even go lower. But the thing is, again, this is how markets work. The price is adjusting to a fair price as of right now. Once people get back their confidence in the cryptocurrency or in the technology, in the investment, the price will increase again. So here's where we are right now. This is from 1-2 weeks ago, this screenshot that I took, but it's closer to down here. But you can see that eventually it'll start going a little bit sideways, stop decrease. Obviously, it could go all the way to zero. It could go all the way to zero in the next 5 years. It could go all the way to zero in 1 week. I highly doubt, because BitConnect had a huge scandal and the price didn't drop to zero from one day to the other. It took them a few months, and now officially it's worth zero because there are no exchanges that are trading it. But even BitConnect, that had a huge fraud scandal, was worth zero within a few months. So I would not worry that you might wake up tomorrow and Bitcoin will be worth zero, but it could go down to zero eventually, or it could keep going up and reach expectations of $500,000, $1 million. We don't know. The thing is, this is how markets work. If it goes up a lot, you can definitely expect the price to come down eventually. And this is good. This is very good, because it shows that the market is maturing. The market, people are just getting accustomed to now Bitcoin being at this price level. While in the beginning of last year, it was around $1,800. So going from $800 to $20,000 is just ridiculous. So now this price will stabilize around here, and eventually that's the part everyone wants to know. When is it going to go back up? This is hard to say, but eventually it will start increasing, obviously, in my opinion, and then it might even surpass the price we reach. It'll probably surpass. That's what I believe. So this is the first point. This is how markets work. So if you bought up here, obviously, you probably should have done a little bit of research and have not bought. But if you did and you're wondering if you should sell or not, I would say don't sell, because eventually the price will go back up. And here is why. It is not the first time that Bitcoin has increased a lot in price and then has stabilized. So if we go to Bitcoin's price history chart, you can see that on April 15th, 2011, it was worth 99 cents. Obviously, if you look back, if you knew back then that Bitcoin would hit $20,000, then everyone would be a millionaire today. But okay, so the price was 99 cents. And look at this increase. So within 4 months, it went from 99 cents to $30. So it had a 30x multiplier in June. Let's say, beginning of June. So 2 months, 3 months. And look at what happened after. So the price went to $30 and then decreased and started going back down to like $5. And this is by the end of 2011. But as you probably know, the end of this story and knowing what the prices are today, the price went back up. So this is November 2011. The price was $2. So it went from $1 to 30 to 2, stabilized a little bit. And then look at this. And then in beginning of 2013, pretty much $250 from $2 in a year and a half. Let's say a year. Let's round up to a year. In 1 year, from $2 to $250 almost. So that's almost a 100% multiplier on your investment here from the $2 price. Okay, let's move on. Then the price came back down, less than $100, up $100. Then it started stabilizing a little bit. And then look at what happened. So this is where the price rose here. We can barely even see this small bump here. So here, you can see a little bit better. This is what we just analyzed. And then in 2014, the price went to 1,300, if I'm not mistaken, the end of 2013, beginning of 2014. And then it came down, started coming down, was stable until the beginning of 2016, started increased at a good rate, but it didn't increase very fast. So when it increased slowly over time, that's the best. And then in 2017, you had this ridiculous graph here. But again, what I'm trying to tell you is that if you look at this huge spike, this is exactly what happened before. Look at this one. It's even more dramatic. It's within a few days. Obviously here the market was a lot more prone to market manipulation. The daily volume wasn't as big. So one person with maybe $100,000 could have done this. Look at this. All of them, they go up a lot. They go down, stabilize, and then come back up. My point is, now, if you think that this will not come back up, I'm a true believer in the cryptocurrency technology, blockchain technology, and that the prices will come and will eventually come back up just because it's a great technology. So maybe if we could look into the future and in 3-4 years look at the graph of Bitcoin, this huge spike here could be this little thing in 3-4 years. So in 3-4 years, we might be looking at almost 1 million, and this will be nothing. This will be a small bump in the road. And if you hold, obviously, if you believe in Bitcoin and you believe in the technology and you hold the coin, those are possible gains. A lot of people say that that's a fair price. A lot of people say it's not. So again, like any of my videos, do your research before you invest. If you're not comfortable holding your Bitcoins or any other cryptocurrency at this moment, or you need the money, obviously go ahead, close your position and get that money back. But in my honest opinion, the prices will come back up. And lastly, a little bit what I was just saying is that the technology itself is very promising. So if you're just investing in Bitcoin just because of the hype, this is definitely the wrong way to do it. I understand why a lot of people do it. If you heard that the price went from 1,000 to 20,000, obviously you want to invest and maybe make a quick buck. But maybe you're the person that invested at 20,000 and now you lost half of that money that you invested. So, and it's just saying that not looking at what it's trying to do and how it's trying to change the world, it's a mistake. Because if you just invest in it for the money without even believing in the technology, it will not help you. And here I list a few things that is helping already. So financial transactions to anyone and anywhere around the globe in seconds and with low or no cost. So these are things that are being worked on right now or are already out there with cryptocurrency and blockchain. Security and control of personal data. So now I mentioned here the Facebook scandal and Cambridge Analytica. You will own your own personal data. You will be able to say, okay, I want to sell my personal data, and then you and a company that wants to buy the personal data get into a transaction without a middleman and without you knowing. So if you want to sell it, you can sell it, but if you want to keep it to yourself, you keep it to yourself. Third, government elections via blockchain. So I was reading about a project that was talking about how there's a blockchain project that they want to do elections via blockchain. So there's no way that someone can play with the results, let's say, which they can double count or anything like that. So if you go and vote, you're sure that your vote will be counted and that the population will be fairly represented by the vote. Because in a lot of governments, all the time in the news nowadays, we see Venezuela, we see other countries talking about election fraud. And then it's hard to have physical proof once the numbers are out and then people say, oh no, but I saw this or I heard this. With blockchain, the numbers will come out. You'll know that no one will be able to hack into the election system via blockchain and that all the votes will be counted properly. And fourth, obviously this is not the last one. There's a lot more applications to it. Just another one that came to my mind when I was writing this article is services decentralization. And then I mentioned YouTube because right now YouTube is a great platform. I mean, you're watching this video on YouTube, or maybe you're watching on another platform. But the point is, it's still a company. There's one guy up there making all the decisions. So if tomorrow he decides, okay, no more YouTubers will make money, that's it. Obviously, everyone will be pissed, but that's the company. That's the decision that they made. They have no obligation to the creators. They're paying them because they get paid a lot for advertisements and other things. So they just share a little bit of that with creators. So creators will post more and then they'll earn more. But if a new CEO steps in tomorrow and decides, okay, I want all the money, no money goes to the creators, that's it. It's centralized. One guy can make that decision. With blockchain, with a platform on blockchain similar to YouTube, you wouldn't have that. First, if there are ads and other people watching your videos, the transaction and all the money that's flowing through that platform is straight from from users to creators, and the platform doesn't use anything. Maybe for a little bit of cost, for transfer costs, maybe. But the point is, there's not one person that can decide on anything on that platform because it's a blockchain or it's a decentralized application. So I hope these are a few good reasons why you should not just sell your position right now. I know the markets are not doing really well. Let's go back here. You can see mostly a lot of things are in the red. Today, not a lot, but everything has come down a lot because Bitcoin has just been getting wrecked. So I hope you like these reasons a little bit, maybe make you think about it. I'm not saying that you should not sell or you should buy more. I'm just giving a few reasons for you to wonder what you should do next. Do your research. Leave a like, leave a comment if you like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.